they're going to give GB a big fight now.
Here we go, two differing styles. Uruguay currently 10th in the world. Kick off there, gathered by Matt Davidson. Who Glover dumped unceremoniously. 3 at the top of your screen. Again, Uruguay thinking they've stolen the ball, and they have. Through Juan Gonzalez. Juan Gonzalez, as he did in the last match, has scored on virtually the first touch of the ball in the game. Remarkable.
Gonzalez picking up right where he left off. He already has 3 tries this weekend. He adds another to make it 4. But it all comes from the defense of Uruguay. They smashed Harry Glover. They got stuck in at that ruck. He picked it up with one hand, which we don't recommend, but he's good enough to finish it off.
You see those proud Olympic rings on his arm. Uruguay delighted to be involved in the hugely successful Paris Olympic Sevens last summer. Of course, the home side, France, victorious on the men's side. There's a well-weighted kick. So GB do have possession. Quick feet of Luke Mason. He was absolutely brilliant in the last match against New Zealand. Oh, nice pass into space. But again, the left hand, the big mitt, has gone out, and it's stuck this time. High risk, but high reward for Juan Gonzalez to get his second.
He absolutely picked his pocket. It was risky, Garrett Rees, because if this doesn't come off, you're going straight to the bin for 2 minutes. But he hedged his bets. He popped the ball up in the air and managed to gather it again. Outstanding work, gets himself a double. And we're only about 2 minutes into the game.
Well, remarkable. And those are the tournament try scores. Gonzalez up top there. Mathova. McGrady got 2 big ones in the last one. So the young guns are starting to take over. Starting to show up on these try scoring tallies. There's definitely a bit of shift going on in the sevens world. Uruguay will have to compete, as he didn't secure a top 8 spot through the league. He'll be competing in the Challenger Series in Los Angeles. But Great Britain have booked a spot in top 8, and they're very excited. And if they give up this form, Viñals goes for the line and just gets it over with the right arm. Mateo Viñals for his 4th try.
Viñals with his 4th yet of his career. He's been playing in this Uruguay squad for a couple of years now. Look at Echeverri doing the dirty work. People like Viñals don't get scores without other players like Echeverri doing all the hard yards. Great Britain are going to have to wake up soon, Garrett Rees, or this might be a cricket score.
Yeah, and I was going to say, credit to their coach, Gabriel Puig. He's got them up for this game. It's their 4th match of the weekend, and a back-to-back. They're all in Hong Kong last week, some tired bodies out there, and mentally, Uruguay just seem to have that little bit extra that GB don't have at the moment.
They're such a passionate country. I've played against them a few times. They'll never give up. It's typical South American style. They love playing for the country, and they're showing us right now.
Well, virtually their first mistake means that Nick Hogan gives a free kick at halfway for Team GB. Good width after the initial Glover carry. Kerr does his job. Backing up to Will Homer. Well, the pass doesn't go. Ooh, an awkward collision there, but it's going to be Uruguay that gets their hands on it, so we'll come back to the original knock.
This is GB's first visit into the Uruguayan half. Looks like there's going to be a sub already, which is interesting to see. With the best results this season are Uruguay's 8th in Perth, and in Perth they managed to beat New Zealand and Fiji on the same day. And then GB's 5th in Vancouver on that hard pitch that you know well, Garrett Rees.
Yeah, of course, this time last year, Great Britain were looking at a bronze medal, which they secured. Their best result ever in Singapore. Kerr's going to get a breather. Callum Carson gets a run out here.
Sit!
Will Homer to introduce. Offload. Morgan Williams backing up. 2-on-1. Nice show, and then just ultimately, he twisted the defender around enough, and Callum Carson gets the score for himself.
Just careful. Just careful.
That's his first touch of the ball. He's literally just onto the pitch. He had the energy in the legs. Keeps the ball in two hands, so the Uruguayan defender doesn't know if he's going to pass it. That's exactly what you want to do. Manages to buy himself enough time, and he has the energy to finish it off.
Oh, and that's a sweet conversion. Keeping the pressure on Uruguay if they thought they were free at 17-0. GB right back in the ballgame. Good tap back there. Had Ardao on it. Alvarez dances through the middle, but he can't break it down. Taking man and ball. Nice offload from Vidal as he took out the British defender. Ball's loose. Into Great Britain territory now. Alvarez couldn't release it. British players in the way. Quick tap from Tafernaberry. Ardao flips around, extra set of hands. 4-on-2. Good decision from the wing to come in from Tom Williams, but it won't be enough. Unmarked to complete the first half hat-trick is Juan Gonzalez.
It's really well worked by Uruguay, but the defense on the wing there by GB isn't good enough. Look at these hands, it's actually 4v3. They whip it over the top, and it's just an easy shimmy back inside to get his hat-trick of this game. He's been impressive all weekend, Juan Gonzalez. 6.
There is a restart,
total.
yes.
Leading the top try scorer list in Singapore.
Well, this is only his 4th tournament ever on the HSBC World Series. Made his debut in Sydney in 23. He's got a third of his career tries here in the first half in the 5th place playoff in Singapore. A bit of time to get this kickoff just under the gun or under the gong. Kick gets off. GB looking for something special, and Luke Mason's done it a few times here in Singapore. Coming short, but not getting it was Matt Davidson. Now it's Glover, great vision, looking upfield, saw the gap, ran right at the referee, and then sided him behind to keep his team in touch here. Glover for GB.
Great vision by Harry Glover, the skipper of this GB team. They whip it out to him, and he spots a gap right at the ref. He runs directly into him, and there's always going to be space there. Ref will jump out of the way. You just have to be smart enough to spot it.
And that will do it for halftime here. So both sides getting over the line. Uruguay 22, Great Britain 14. Some in the stands, but lots on the field. The medals to be handed out. The cup to be delivered for both the men's and women's competition. Right now, we're in the 5th place playoff. Great Britain are trying to claw their way back in the game, and they've done it off the kickoff. They're down by 8 points. They scored late in that first half. Running across the face of the defense is Morgan Williams. Glover thought about the blind side, but it closed up pretty quickly. Over the top. Williams, you got a little bit of work to do. He's chopped down. He tries to offload it.
Yeah,
but it's come off Ardao. And the Fiston officials got it correct.
No.
What a start to the second half from Great Britain, led by their skipper, Harry Glover. A monstrous hit from the kickoff, and they whip it all the way out.
Stay blue. Yeah. I need you guys to come
And still a GB line out, so they're going to maintain their foot on the pedal here and try and get the first score of the second half.
And it will be Harry Glover coming up. The head nod, and he gets the ball just enough. Looking out wide, Will Homer going into space. Keeps it all the way. Great Britain, only one score adrift.
Well, you can't buy speed. Look at this, a bounce pass, and he takes a long way around. Absolutely scintillating stuff from Will Homer, and you can't live with that. Awesome work out of GB.
Great sevens brain on the 29-year-old, either in a Great Britain jersey or an England jersey prior to this. And the extras added, so just 1 point the difference. Get some subs on the field. There is Liechtenstein, 34 years old. He's been around the series.
Good. Time on.
Kickoff goes left.
Knee.
Off a shin or a knee, so play on. Referee Hogan. Vargas gets the job done, gets the ball back. Echeverry. Scrum half is played.
Offside, preventing the... No, you're okay,
Was
but he's in the way of the
shoving?
pass.
He goes Harry Glover on the ground, which is the issue there. Lying in an offside position, just interrupting play. That's why the ref has got involved here and given the ball to Uruguay.
They're going to gain some territory and work from a line out. Uruguay have 69% of their tries coming from structured possession, as this line out would be. We'll see how it plays out for them.
Yeah, I believe half their tries in the series has come from set piece, so expect the same here.
Keep an eye on Echeverry in the middle. There he is, bringing it down, working hard to get around. Here's the hooker. He's created the extra set of hands for the moment. Great Britain get across. Vinals looking for the line, lunging, decides not to go for it. Puts it back for Liechtenstein, who ships it wide. A hint of offside for GB.
No.
And again, Homer, good discipline in the end. Doesn't give up the penalty. Liechtenstein keeping the thing moving quickly. He's brought some energy to this. Ardao never goes down with the first tackler. Finally, he's brought down.
Advantage offside.
Advantage being played for Los Teros of Uruguay. They're going to come back and take it. GB offside.
Great Britain are giving away a lot of penalties now. That's the third of the game. And Ardao goes quick.
Well, that sums up this man. His second try here in Singapore. Always the opportunist. 7s, 15s, doesn't matter on the case.
Yeah, Diego Ardao is the captain of the side. He's been leading them the whole way through, got them back on the series for this year. And Uruguay have really turned up this weekend.
Guillermo Liechtenstein babies that one over with his left foot. He got the point, so a 2-score lead re-extended. 2.5 minutes for Great Britain to get a couple scores up.
This is a massive opportunity for Uruguay. They're currently sitting 10th in the series. This is a 5th place playoff, so there's major points available.
Yeah, they're already going to do better than they did last year. They were 7th in Singapore last year. This is the 5th place playoff. Great Britain will have something to say about it, and the ball for the last 2 minutes here. Homer keeps up the middle. So quick to their feet are the Uruguayan players. Give them credit. The work rate is outstanding. Having a double back is Marcus Kershaw. Well, the bowling ball is on the field. That is Sonny Jardine. He loves to attack defenders. Open out wide. Simple, straight, running. Awesome work. Luke Mason just showing his class. Showing why he's maybe, sorry, that's James Pavey. showing equal class and showing why he may be the future of GB7s. Look at this, Glover it was who spotted him out wide.
What a pass from Glover, about 15 to 20 meters, gets it on to James Pavey, who has that pace to burn. He was sitting on the bench, so his legs are full of energy. He's new into this GB squad, his second try of his career, and he's one for the future.
So 1 minute and 5 seconds, an eternity in the sevens game. 1 point the difference. Uruguay will want to receive and secure possession here. What can GB do off the kickoff? It's high, but it's a bit too long. Echeverry does well. Ball's free. Oh, he plays on the ground. That's going to be advantage. Coming short. 5 meters to gain. Will Homer's brought down. GB threatening the line. We're into the last minute. The cross kick. A risky move. And it's man and ball in the end. Oh, brilliant play from Marcus Kershaw. And he's still on his feet. He's got to the line. And he's pulled it off. Marcus Kershaw with a piece of individual brilliance.
Kershaw, take a bow. There was so much in that, and it started from the leader. Once again, Harry Glover, double effort tackle, and he takes out 2 Uruguayan men in the ruck. A speculative crossfield kick, but if it works out, you can make some beautiful rugby just like this by Kershaw. Really calm to reload the ball, place it on the ground, get back up, and he's big enough to finish it off.
And that will do it. You saw Gabriel Puig's frustrations. Wow, and GB pulled it out of the hat yet again here in Singapore. They win this one 33 points to 29 over Uruguay.